children when the shots rang out. She says this was a gang-motivated shooting, the victim the unintended target. A mother jumping in agony after she realized her baby was shot in the head. The child's father, in disbelief, pushing the stroller out of the deli. Police identifying the victim as 7-month-old Kyori Patterson Moore.
That's all I really heard, like little noises. I didn't really expect nothing until I seen her with little particles on her leg.
The gunfire around 1:20 p.m. kicked up debris on Humboldt and Moore Streets in Bushwick. A stray bullet, according to the NYPD, hit the baby girl in the stroller. Her parents were by her side.
The family continued going to the store, and then that's when the mom started screaming when she noticed the baby was bleeding from inside, and the baby was lifeless.
When shots were fired, witnesses say the family ran for cover into a deli. The mother pushed the stroller with the baby while holding another child in her arms.
Nobody knows the little baby hit. When she tried a little bit moving, she looked to the baby, and the baby face was bleak.
Police say the baby's father rushed her to the hospital. We stopped the video before he picks up her lifeless body.
She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. My son, he has a wound in his back. Mommy. From the bullet, and everything is just crazy.
The second suspect connected to the 7-month-old shooting in Brooklyn has been arrested. I'm about to get into this video reaction. Don't forget to hit that like button.
We have some serious breaking news right now. There's a new development in the story about that 7-month-old baby that was shot and killed in Brooklyn. Just look at her. Oh my gosh. This story keeps on developing. We understand that the police may have a second person of interest in custody. We're going to turn now.
Look at these cowards, man. They are cowards. I hope the judge throws the book at them. Who in their right mind will open fire on a moving scooter on a nice sunny day in Brooklyn when the mother, the father was outside enjoying the beautiful weather with their beautiful baby? They can no longer do that. Instead, they're preparing for funeral arrangements, and I don't think this family has the money to bury their child. Coming from Bushwick houses, they don't got it like that. But I do blame the father, because if you outside gangbanging and you know that you got ops that want to come and kill you and want to take your life, why would you be putting your 7-month-old baby girl in harm's way? I just don't understand it.
Live to Richard Giacobis, who's been following this story. There's so many details that are emerging. Richard, you're following this case. I know as a dad, this sort of hits you, hits all of us very hard. What's the latest right now?
Well, you know, Duarte, I know you were on this story when it first broke, and I remember watching your report, and you were here on Newsroom Live. What the NYPD is telling us tonight is that a second person is now in custody, has been arrested in connection to that deadly shooting. Police identifying 18-year-old Matthew Rodriguez as the second suspect, wanted for operating the moped during the deadly shooting of that little baby, 7-month-old Kyori Patterson.
Good for him. I hope he broke his foot too, you fucking idiots. See, that's karma. God don't like ugly. Because you dudes is outside, not living right, spinning blocks, when you could have just easily just waited for the father to bring his child upstairs and then handle your business. Not only did you shoot and kill that innocent 7-month-old baby, but you also shot a little boy in his back. Yo, it's a wrap for these dudes. And if they don't got no green card and they're not citizens here, they're gonna get deported. Like, it's gonna get real ugly for these dudes right here. I know you dudes on Rikers Island is not gonna stand for this. Like, this shook the core of the entire city. Each and everybody in Brooklyn has watched this story, and it's heartbreaking, bro. It really is, bro. I'm pretty much sure people that got children, it brought some tears to their eyes. I don't give a fuck. If you a murderer out here, you feel for that baby girl and her parents right now, especially the mother. These females be out here letting these street niggas impregnate them. They not even there for them like that. They was looking for the father. They was trying to kill the father. Because there's an ongoing beef back and forth. These dudes is from the Marcy projects. And her baby father was outside not living right, in the mix with some Bushwick niggas. And these dudes, they seen him. It was a nice day outside. And they was passing by on their scooter and they happened to see who they was looking for. And they didn't have no regard for human life. They didn't give a fuck if this man had his baby with him. They shot her in her head and they shot a little boy in his back. So y'all think the judge is not going to throw the book at these cowards? Of course the judge is going to throw the book at them. They'll probably never see the light of day again. No cap.
On Wednesday here in East Williamsburg. So Rodriguez was taken into custody in Pennsylvania today by NYPD detectives assigned.
I wish they would have broke their neck. I don't promote violence on here. But when you kill and take a 7-month-old baby life away from her when she was so innocent, she had a whole life to live, bro. She could have been a difference in the world. She could have been a doctor. She could have been a lawyer. She could have been anything. Y'all took that away from her.
Wednesday here in East Williamsburg. So Rodriguez was taken into custody in Pennsylvania today by NYPD detectives assigned to this certain task force. It's a U.S. Marshals Regional Fugitive Task Force, and the charges against him we're not aware of yet of what exactly they are. He's not believed to have pulled the trigger, but he was believed to be operating that moped during that shooting. The alleged gunman, who you already know was the passenger on the moped, he's already in custody, but still in the hospital. Police are still looking. We're looking for the driver up until today. That gunman has also been identified as 21-year-old Amori Green. He's already been charged with murder, attempted murder, and assault. Why he's in the hospital, broken leg, and that's why his arraignment is pending, and any perp walk that's going to happen. Police say they knew the identity of the second suspect. If you remember, Duarte, we were saying this all of last night when Stephanie Bertini was on the story.
When they was speeding up the block on that moped and the vehicle that hit them dudes, he probably thought that it was the end of the world, not even realizing that he's a hero because he helped capture these fucking animals that took a 7-month-old baby's life away from her. So you know who the hero is out of this whole situation, but he ain't gonna get no praise for it? The driver that was turning that corner and knocked both of them clowns right off that bike. Shout out to that dude right there, man. Because we know the NYPD, you know, they want to take all the credit. They're going to get all the headlines. But I'm here to let y'all know the real hero was the guy that knocked them clowns off that bike.
Earlier, they wouldn't release his name. They knew who they were trying to look for. They knew how they were going to get him. So their task force was able to cross state lines, get into Pennsylvania, and find out where he was headed. So 18-year-old, imagine an 18-year-old, Matthew Rodriguez, the second suspect wanted for operating the moped, now in police custody. And you can't bring back Kaori, but you can only hope that these arrests, with one of them pending charges, one of them already charged, bring some type of closure or justice to this family. It's going to be a really long road ahead. And we know that, and you've reported on this as well, that GoFundMe page to help them is still growing. The memorial that's over here is still growing. There are people still coming almost every 10 to 15 minutes here and stopping and looking. And even if they weren't aware of exactly what happened, you see the memorial here next to me, they want to know. And then when they hear it, the reaction is like anybody, any parent, whether you're a parent or not, you have that reaction of, oh my goodness, a 7-month-old?
Yeah, I'm a parent, you know, like I got 3 children of my own. I got 2 girls and a boy. So I can't imagine what the mother is going through right now. The mother definitely needs all the support she could get. And, you know, it's just sad. Once again, it just shows you living in the hood. These cowards are shooting recklessly. And you know a bullet don't got no name on it. I just feel so bad for that baby girl. I feel bad for the mother. You know, I hope they do get the justice that they deserve. You know, I hope that people look out for them, bless them with some cash apps, bless them with some GoFundMes, and give that beautiful baby girl the proper burial that she deserves. Unfortunately, she can't even enjoy the summer. It's fucking sad, bro.
A little girl who was just beginning her life. You feel for this family, and we've spoken to the family too, and they're inconsolable, as anyone would be. So again, we can report tonight, and we'll be on this all night. A second person arrested in connection to this deadly shooting of little Kaori Patterson Moore, that's 7-month-old, here in East Williamsburg on Wednesday. A really rough couple of days, and hopefully, Duarte, some justice for this family.
I want to ask you just one quick question. I know that this story is developing, but when we saw that video, we see the person who was taken into custody tonight driving it. He's the one that sort of does like this backflip.
They so stupid, like you can't even get a lawsuit. Now, just imagine, y'all, if they never killed nobody, even if they was speeding up the wrong way, they probably would still be able, depending on what type of lawyer they get, they probably could still be able to sue the city and get a lawsuit or sue the driver that hit them. He can't even do that. He's sitting up in Woodhall Hospital, wherever the fuck he at, with a broken foot, and then you go on to Rikers Island. So it wasn't worth it at the end of the day. These are young men right here, 21 years old, and they'll never see the light of day again. These are the same dudes that come from dysfunctional families. Father's either dead or in jail. Mother, she getting too old. The mother can't run the streets running around behind these dudes, bro. So after a while, the mother gets tired of chasing and trying to get her son to get on the right path and try to change his life. At some point, parents get tired, bro, and they just let you crash out on your own. It's nasty, bro.
Twice, but he's able to walk a little bit. I mean, they both somehow walk, but that hit was hard, and police were called for this scene. So obviously, we have the surveillance footage right now. Were you able to talk with anyone recently after the second person of interest was taken into custody?
Not yet. And that's the sound we have to now get, because when we were talking to people earlier, this broke about 45 minutes ago, a half hour ago. So we need to get back out there and speak. As we were gathering, this was happening, and then we had to get ready for our hit here. But I think the point of this is that you go back out there and you talk to people. You hope that it brings some closure to them. You hope that it brings some justice, because you have a whole community who's in mourning too. They mourn together, and you were out here, so you've seen what this community is like. And you feel it. You feel for them, and as soon as you arrive here, you feel that. You feel that pain and suffering. It's a feeling that nobody wants to witness or feel with them. But I'm assuming that once we go out there and talk to people about this second suspect, which is what we'll report later on this evening, is that there'll maybe be some
pretty cute little girl, man. Sad, bro. Look how innocent she is, bro. Look how innocent she look right here in this picture, man. Sad.
Justice being felt, and maybe people will feel just a little better, if anything.
My heart still breaks for them. Thank you so much.
I want y'all to get in the comment section, man. Rest in peace to the baby girl. I'm going to keep saying it once again, man. May she rest in peace. She didn't deserve to go out like this, because these cowards had beef with the baby father. They should lock that girl's father up too, because he knew that he had drama outside, and he knew that niggas was going to eventually come through and spin his block. He ain't have no gun on him to bust back. He put his baby mother in harm's way. He caused his baby girl to get killed. He caused the little boy to get shot in his back. He caused all of this shit. That mother of that 7-month-old child, she needs to be angry at the baby father because he needs to be held accountable as well. I'm sick and tired of these hood boogers laying down with Pookie and the Ray Rays. And these dudes just putting their child in harm's way. That's selfish, bro. You couldn't even protect your child. At least have a gun on you outside, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know you had beef and you had your child outside on a nice day. You thought that they was going to give you a pass? These YNs ain't giving nobody no pass. I come from an era where, listen, if you had drama with a nigga, you walk up on him and you handle your business. But this is a totally different generation, man. These YNs ain't trying to catch you later. They trying to get you right now, son. They crash outs. I want y'all to get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe. I'm out.
12 Adam 63. Officer needs assistance. Possible 187 at corner of Crenshaw and Century.
They shot my brother. They shot my brother.
The NYPD says that 18-year-old was tracked down in Pennsylvania after a 48-hour manhunt. News 4's Charles Watson has the details and how a heartbroken community is responding tonight.
People who live in this neighborhood who either know the family or empathizes with them say this is a tragedy that they can't easily get over. What is satisfying to them, however, is confirmation that the second suspect, who police say played a role in the shooting death of the 7-month-old baby girl, is now in custody.
This village here has to protect our young people.
Whether you knew Kaori Patterson Moore and her family or not, the pain of the 7-month-old's tragic murder weighs heavy on people in this section of Williamsburg.
Stuff like this happens because people want to play games with guns. You know, kids are real. You know, I can't imagine how her family's gonna feel.
This is a very hurtful thing to see one of our young men go through this.
Family friend Patricia Mack among dozens of people who came out to honor the life of Kaori Friday evening. Many lighting candles, writing messages of support, and shedding tears as they think about what life could have been for the baby girl.
It's just know that somebody is really hurting tonight, and they're more than we're hurting. You know? You know, but when one mother hurt, we all hurt.
Late Friday, police confirming the arrest of the second suspect, who authorities say played a role in the gang-related shooting that snatched Kaori's life away. Law enforcement sources telling News 4 18-year-old Matthew Rodriguez, the alleged moped driver, was taken into custody in Pennsylvania. This following the arrest of his alleged co-conspirator, 21-year-old Amari Green, who, according to a criminal complaint, faces murder and several counts of attempted murder for allegedly firing the shots that killed Kaori and grazed her 2-year-old brother. Welcome news to folks still trying to make sense of what happened.
They deserve that, flying off that bike, trying to do what they did, that even if it's gang and stuff, you don't do that. It's not when kids are involved.
And despite the pain of losing Kaori, her grandmother telling News 4 on Thursday that she's willing to extend an olive branch to the young men now tied to her murder, telling them,
"We forgive them and just repent to God. God is the ultimate judge."
Now, police are looking into whether the baby's father was the intended target of the shooting. As for the second suspect, charges for his alleged role in the deadly shooting are currently pending. In Williamsburg, Charles Watson, News 4 New York.